At the moment with us, Mr. Sandeep Puri. Sandeep, thank you so much for coming over here.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much. And you've been at this for a long time, isn't it? As far as Reliance Energy is concerned, Tata Power is concerned. Why?
Actually, this all started in about 2006. We have a small scale unit in Goregaon, and completely oblivious about what's happening on the electricity front. And one fine day, our bill, which used to come for a particular unit that we had, which was around 200 rupees for what?
200 रुपए का बिल आता था.
200 रुपए का.
अगर हिंदी में थोड़ी सी बात करें, हिंदी अंग्रेजी दोनों में बात करें.
11 यूनिट के लिए 200 रुपए का बिल आता था मेरा. और अक्टूबर 2006 में
जी
14 यूनिट के लिए 10,800 का बिल आ गया था मेरा.
10,800 रुपए का बिल आ गया जी.
तो मैं तो चिल्लाना शुरू कर दिया, ईमेल लिखने शुरू कर दिए, चिट्ठियां लिखी मैंने चीफ मिनिस्टर को, पावर मिनिस्टर को, कहीं से जवाब तो आया ही नहीं. रिलायंस वाले को पूछा तो रिलायंस ने कहा भाई ये तो MERC गवर्नमेंट ने इजाज किया है, टैरिफ ऑर्डर हम तो सिर्फ पालन कर रहे हैं, तो ये तो तुमको भरना पड़ेगा. वो कोई कैटेगरी चेंज किया था उन्होंने, तो वो हिसाब से हो गया था. तो स्टार्टेड फाइंडिंग आउट कि ये बिल कैसे होता है, ये टैरिफ कैसे होता है, इतने सारे चार्जेस लगते हैं. डिमांड चार्ज है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डिमांड है, रिलायबिलिटी चार्ज है, पावर फैक्टर चार्ज है, वो पता नहीं टाइम ऑफ डे चार्ज लगा रखा था. सो इट वॉज वेरी वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. सो आई स्टार्टेड फाइंडिंग आउट कि ये कैसे होता है, ये आम आदमी करे क्या. अभी किसी का, मेरा तो 200 रुपए से 10,000 आया, मेरे बाजू वाले का 4,000 आता था, उसका कुछ 1.5 लाख आया. तो
4,000 रुपए से 1.5 लाख रुपए हो गया.
हाँ जी.
Right.
तो हम सब एकदम हैरान थे, स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री वाले, पता नहीं क्या हो गया था. वो कुछ कैटेगरी चेंज किया था, MERC ने करवाया था, तो वो हिसाब से ये हो गया था. तो फिर हमने शुरू कर दिया आंदोलन, सबको जमा किए हमने, सब पब्लिक को जमा किए. हमारे बॉम्बे स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशन अबरोल साहब थे, उनसे बात हुई. उन्होंने हमको गाइड किया कि देखो ऐसा होता है, ये टैरिफ हियरिंग्स होती है, वो टैरिफ हियरिंग्स में पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहिए पब्लिक को. पब्लिक जाती नहीं है टैरिफ हियरिंग में. अच्छा, हमने तो कहा भाई ये टैरिफ हियरिंग होती कब है, बोलते वो तो न्यूज़पेपर में इश्तिहार आते.
मतलब you missed the advertisement, you've had it.
You missed the ad, you've had it. Not only that, then I started taking interest. I was looking out for the ad the next time it came out. So then I found the ad, and then I found that if you have to respond to that, you need to go through a book which is like this big, full of technical jargon, full of accounting information, something that a common man will never understand. And that's the rule, that the MERC makes these companies.
And the MERC is a regulatory body which is supposed to be looking after your interest and my interest.
That's
it
what
is supposed to
do.
It is supposed to be looking after the interest of consumers.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Isn't that right?
They're supposed to do.
Right, and then what happened?
And then we started making representations in these tariff hearings. And because it was so complicated, what I started doing is, I made a standard template.
जी.
Made a template, एक आसान सा डॉक्यूमेंट बनाया और सबको कहा ऊपर अपना नाम लिख दो, नीचे सही कर दो और सबमिट कर दो, तो कम से कम लगे कि हमने भाई कुछ किया है. बिकॉज आम आदमी को वक्त ही नहीं है पूरी डॉक्यूमेंट समझने के लिए. अच्छा, जिसके पास वक्त है वो समझ ही नहीं पाएगा कि डॉक्यूमेंट में लिखा क्या हुआ है. सो वी डिकोडेड दैट होल थिंग एंड वी स्टार्टेड मेकिंग पब्लिक टेम्पलेट्स एंड सेटिंग इट आउट. तो थोड़ा सा फर्क पड़ा. जो कैटेगरी हाइक जो हुआ था अक्टूबर 2006 में, वो जो है मार्च 2007 में वो रिवर्स किया गया था. तो पब्लिक पार्टिसिपेशन से फायदा होता है, बट सिस्टम इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बन गया है कि पब्लिक पार्टिसिपेशन.
But is it really that complicated? Because the Supreme Court has said very, very clearly that A, competition is required. B, as far as MERC or DERC are concerned, they were supposed to encourage competition. और यहाँ पर क्या हो गया है कि बिल्कुल जैसे माफिया में आप टेरिटरी डिवाइड कर देते हैं कि ये दाऊद का इलाका है, ये छोटा राजन का इलाका है, ये जनाब करीम लाला का इलाका है, और आप जो है मतलब इस इलाके में नहीं आएंगे.
यही तो चक्कर है. MERC ने जो है वो जो मोनोपोलीज जो बन रखी थी, उन्होंने वो तोड़ने की कोई कोशिश नहीं की. जिसने भी एप्लीकेशन किया वो एप्लीकेशन बर्खास्त किए गए ऑन सम फ्लिम्जी ग्राउंड्स. क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है कि एप्लीकेशंस नहीं हुए थे. टाटा ने एप्लीकेशन डाला था बाकी महाराष्ट्र के लिए MSEB एरिया में, रिलायंस ने भी डाला था बाकी एरिया के लिए, और उन्होंने कोई एनकरेज किया नहीं कंपटीशन को कहीं पे भी. तो MERC हैज बीन सिटिंग एंड indirectly promoting competition.
One thing, let me point out to you. Indirectly, they have been promoting monopoly.
Yes, they have.
They have been promoting a monopoly. Let's be very clear as far as MERC is concerned. Now, as far as we are concerned, we must tell you that the other day Mr. Gopal Shetty was here. Gopal Shetty is the president of the state unit of the Bharatiya Janata Party. और गोपाल शेट्टी साहब ने ये कहा कि MERC ने चेतावनी दी थी, वार्निंग दी थी. Once again, I must tell you, वार्निंग दी थी BEST को ऐसा गोपाल शेट्टी साहब का कहना है. Now I have not been able to get that paper. He promised to send that warning and that notice and everything else to us, and I hope he does, because tomorrow he's meeting Mr. Sushil Kumar Shinde in Delhi over the same subject. Union Minister of Energy है सुशील कुमार शिंदे दिल्ली में, और ये बाय द वे हमारे दिल्ली के लोगों के लिए भी है, मुंबई के लोगों के लिए भी है, लखनऊ के लिए भी है, बैंगलोर के लिए भी है, जहां पर भी बिजली के वितरण का निजीकरण हुआ है, wherever privatization has taken place, this is important for everybody. What he said was that the MERC, which by the way is the equivalent of DERC in Delhi, said very, very clearly, either you increase your rates, either you hike up your tariff, or we are going to penalize you to the tune of 95 crores. 95 करोड़ की पेनल्टी हम आप पे लगाने वाले हैं अगर आपने अपने दर नहीं बढ़ाए. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe anything that MERC does. But
I can't. I mean, I find it very difficult to believe.
Actually, the issue is with BST, it's a little more complicated, because the BST, the general manager of BST, it's not an independent organization.
Yeah, it's a government organization.
Yeah, it administratively reports and is run by the MCGM. So there is a standing committee which actually needs to approve it. And this is one of the issues which we had brought up once in a BST tariff hearing when they had put forward a proposal that if it has not been approved by the MCGM, how is it that the BST general manager has been putting up, these tariff proposals on his own independently? And there was a big ruckus in MERC, and finally MERC came to the conclusion and said that whatever the BST general manager has to do with his management is no concern of ours.
There's no concern of ours, right. I tell you what, why don't we take a look once again at the question of the day. The question of the day is this. Now, everybody's been running this thing for a long, long time, and I've received, let me tell you, innumerable SMSs. I've been overwhelmed with your SMSs, and I have received exactly 2 no's. I must have received over 1,936 yeses. We had asked, are you going to be joining the movement to boycott the paying of bills in case you think you have been overcharged? And all of you had said yes. Now the question of the day is this. Are you going to stop paying your bills? क्या आप अपने बिजली के बिल देना बंद करेंगे? ये है सवाल आप लोगों से. और नंबर 2, जहां तक निजीकरण का प्रश्न है, जहां तक प्राइवेटाइजेशन का प्रश्न है, क्या वापस बिजली का वितरण एक बार फिर सरकारी महकमे के हाथ में होना चाहिए? आप आरकेबी टाइप करें, दैट्स वाई फॉर यस. आप आरकेबी टाइप करें और एन टाइप करें नो के लिए, और आप अपने सवाल के जवाब भेजें on 588877. That's 588877. Up till now, just about everybody said yes. I haven't received a no today at all. We received a no. We received 2 no's. That was day before yesterday. 2 दिन पहले हम लोगों को 2 no's मिले थे, but that was day before yesterday. One was from Mumbai, the other was from Punjab. एक पंजाब से था और एक मुंबई से था. लेकिन उसके बाद जितने भी मैसेज अब तक आए हैं 1936 में से जो अब 1938 हो गए हैं, ये के सबने ये कहा है कि yes, we would like to do that, and there are certain people actually. This is Geeta writing in from Mumbai, and she says, yes, I'm willing to go to jail to fight these people who are no better than looters. That's what she says. Now, we'll be going shortly. We'll be going straight across to our old friend, Advocate Pradeep Nambiar, who's been at this now for a long, long time. He's got a lot of people with him. We'll be going over there shortly. लेकिन उसके पहले हम लोग देख लें कि वास्तविकता में सिचुएशन क्या है. I think I'm very happy Sandeep is over here, so perhaps Sandeep can also guide us through that. Let's have those full frame graphics on, please. Let's take a look at what the situation is at the moment. जहां तक टाटा पावर का सवाल है या रिलायंस एनर्जी का सवाल है या फिर निजीकरण का सवाल है. Let's take a look at what the situation is really. For 100 units, let's take a look at what actually happens. This is for the first 100 units. I'm afraid that's coming out to be too big. You're not able to see the rest. You're not able to see the rest of it. So we'll have to put that on for you again. We'll have to put that on for you again. Right. Now let's go right back. A best consumer is likely to pay somewhere around rupees 261. That by the way is Reliance Infrastructure consumer will pay around rupees 391, which means it's about rupees 391 paise per unit. ये 100 यूनिट की हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं. That is it. And this is Reliance Infrastructure, by the way, and this is for the first 100 units. Sandeep, is that okay?
Yes, that's right.
Right. Now, a Tata consumer will pay about 2 rupees 5 paisa. Is that correct?
That's right.
2 rupees 5 paise.
And this is taking into account the result.
Right.
Yeah,
right. And a best consumer will pay about 2 rupees 61 paisa. And we are still talking about the first 100 units over
yes,
here.
That's right.
And as far as the Reliance Infrastructure or Reliance Energy We are familiar with Reliance Energy. Reliance Infrastructure will pay about ₹3.91, यानी almost ₹4.